Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope everything's good with you, my lovely YouTube fam. So today, I'm going to be reacting to Elvis Presley, Don't Be Cruel, live on the Ed Sullivan show. So if you want to see my reaction, then please keep on watching.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to do the song that was my very biggest record last year. I mean, it was no bigger than the rest of them, but it sold a few more, and we'd like to tell you that to all the people watching and all you people that are here tonight that we really are thankful for all the success that you made us have and everything. This is my biggest record, and it goes something like this. You know I can be found sitting home all alone. If you can't come around, at least please telephone. Well, baby, if I made you mad for something I might have said, please forget my past. If you can look right ahead, don't be cruel. I don't want no other love, baby, it's just you I'm thinking of. Don't make me feel this way. Come on over here and love me. You know what I want you to say. Don't be cruel. Why should we be apart? I really love you, baby. Cross my heart. Well, let's walk up to the preacher and let's say I do. Then you'll know you'll have me, and I know I'll have you too. Don't be cruel, it's true. I don't want no other love, baby, it's just you I'm thinking of. Don't be cruel, it's true. Don't be cruel, it's true. Here we go. Well, I don't know what baby, it's just you
Oh, I wish I were young again, no fooling. That's wonderful to be that way. Good.
Oh, that was kind of cute that, that he was so grateful for it, and very grounded, very nice to see that, coming from artists such as Elvis Presley, I appreciate that very much. I love this song. I love this performance. At some point also you can hear that it's live. Elvis started to laugh and then he continued to sing, and you can straight up tell this is live. I love the guys in the background singing. Are they a cappella singers, a cappella group, right? Something like that. I think they're a cappella group. Absolutely loved it, the way they sounded together. The sound is so nostalgic for me. I love everything about this performance. You can see him as a human being. At first he's thank you, very grateful. Then he's performing. His voice is unbelievable. We all know that. It looks so effortless and so easy for him to sing pretty much any of his own songs. And that means he has so much power and such an incredible voice control. At some points he did some kind of yodeling thing with his voice, and then the way he can sing very low, it's very impressive. And then he not fell down, but did this, and all the girls are ah! And then he started to dance and he did all of this, and such a great performer. He can laugh at himself. He looked like he truly enjoyed himself, the performance. Of course, the girls were just going nuts over him, but that happens pretty much every time when I do a reaction on Elvis Presley. That's what happens. The girls are just going nuts for him, and I mean, who can blame them, you know? Pretty good looking guy, can sing very well, can dance. I have done quite a lot reactions by now to Elvis Presley and to his performances. And he's always so full of joy, and he enjoys himself so much on that stage. He enjoys every second of his performance. You can feel that that's what he wanted to do all his life. And he was born a performer. And I love to see the humanity every time when I look at his performances. It can be the smallest thing, but when that happens, his humanity just shines through, and it's such a beautiful thing to see. I enjoyed this performance so very much. I absolutely loved the a cappella group behind him and how they sounded together. It was just beautiful, wonderful, full of energy, full of joy, full of laughs, just everything that you want in a great performance, you know? So now let's read some facts about the song, shall we? One of Elvis Presley's most famous songs, Don't Be Cruel, is a heartache love song that doesn't take itself too seriously. It starts out with Elvis begging the girl to at least call him on the phone if she's going to leave him home alone. By the end of the song, he's proposing marriage, insisting he will love her forever because he loves her dearly. He feels he's entitled to her affections. Don't be cruel to who a heart that's true, he tells her. This was written by Otis Blackwell, a songwriter who came up with a lot of hits for Elvis. In addition to Don't Be Cruel, he also wrote Return to Sender, All Shook Up, and One Broken Heart for Sale for Elvis. He also wrote Fever, which was made famous by Peggy Lee, and Great Balls of Fire for Jerry Lee Lewis. Blackwell died in 2002 at the age 70. On Christmas Eve 1955, Otis Blackwell found himself on the streets in front of the Brill Building in New York City, trying to stay warm and sell some songs. Things weren't going well for Blackwell. It was raining and there was leaks in the soles of his shoes. His friend Leroy Kirkland walked by and asked Otis if he had written any songs. Otis said yes, and over the next week he sold 6 of them, including Don't Be Cruel, to the publishing company Shalimar Music for $25 each. Blackwell recorded demos of these songs and Shalimar pitched them to Elvis. On July 2nd, 1956, Elvis recorded Hound Dog at RCA Studios in New York City. They needed a flip side to the single, so Elvis and his team listened to some demos in the studio. When they came across Don't Be Cruel, Elvis decided they should record it. He and the band spent about 20 minutes learning the song. They recorded it, with Presley heeding closely to Blackwell's demo. When they were done, it was clear Don't Be Cruel deserved better than B-side status, so they released it as an A-side with Hound Dog. Presley wasn't super famous yet, but already had 2 #1 hits, Heartbreak Hotel and I Want You, I Need You, I Love You. For Blackwell, it was a huge payday because he earned royalties from the song, although he had to split them with Elvis, whose manager, Colonel Tom Parker, insisted that Elvis get half the publishing on any song he recorded. Don't Be Cruel was released as a single with Hound Dog. It is the only single in history to have both sides reach #1 in the US. Joel Whitburn, who writes the definitive books on the subject, told the Forgotten Hits newsletter, "As far as the two-sided Presley hit Hound Dog, Don't Be Cruel, I have always tabulated that single 45 as 2 #1 hits. Hound Dog was the first title to chart and the first one to be listed as the lead #1 song. Billboard's bestsellers in stores chart listed the #1 song on 8/18/56 as Hound Dog Don't Be Cruel. It was also shown that way when it first topped the most played in jukeboxes chart on 9/1/56. There is absolutely no doubt that the initial sales and buzz about this record was for Hound Dog. It was a smash #1 hit right out the box. As airplay began to favor Don't Be Cruel, the two titles were flip-flopped at #1, with Don't Be Cruel actually showing more weeks as the #1 lead song. Again, I have always tabulated these two titles as two #1 songs. There's no way you can consider this 4 times platinum record as one #1 hit, and neither does RIAA, who awards gold and platinum selling records. They show Hound Dog, Don't Be Cruel as both receiving platinum designations. 3 very different cover versions of Don't Be Cruel charted in the US. Elvis bass player Bill Black released an instrumental version in 1960 that hit #11. The R&B singer Barbara Lean released a laid-back, horn-inflected version in 1963 that went to #93. The rock band Cheap Trick went to #4 with their 1988 cover. The Judes did a popular cover in 1987 that went to top 10 on the country chart. The single was released on July 13, 1956, just 11 days after it was recorded. It took just a month to reach #1 in America, topping the chart on August 18th. This was a spectacular rise at the time when nationwide distribution was slow, and a single that Elvis was going to be a sensation. Indeed, for the rest of 1956, Elvis songs were all over the radio, and he made numerous TV appearances, doing all the big party shows. He even made his first movie that year, Love Me Tender. What a story, that was so sweet, the guy on the streets, and he's such a talented songwriter, thank God for that. I don't remember who it was, the manager but the guy who asked him, have you written any songs? And he said yes, and he brought him into the studio, and Elvis loved the songs, and it helped the songwriter to get back on his feet and just, created his career, and just such a beautiful story as well. And just in general, what a story. Insane. In the most beautiful way. I loved it so very much. I hope you guys did as well. Please let me know down below in the comments to which other song should I do a reaction on next. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this reaction video, then please like my video, subscribe to my channel right now. And until my next video, bye guys.